Ooh, I've wanted to make this video for a while now, and I really want to set the record straight. As the title suggests, people who sell premium tanks or people who sell tanks in general. It all depends on the tier you're selling, but generally, you're a fucking dumbass for doing it. Anyways, guys, let's get to my intro, and we'll get into it afterwards. Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Skullbuster here. Got some neck pain. What the fuck? Sorry, let me try that again. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Skullbuster here. Welcome back to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a great or fantastic day or night wherever you may be. I sure as hell am. As always, guys, if you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, comment down below if you want to see me play any games at all. now let's get into it. What the fuck, dude? As the title suggests, I hate this thing in World of Tanks. This one thing people do. I hate it. I hate it and I don't like it. And I never will. Because I used to do it. And I do truly have a problem. But I just don't show it because I don't think they deserve to have a reaction out of me because they're a lot younger than me. Not pointing fingers, but you know who you are if you sell fucking tanks. But don't do it. You're gonna have more enjoyment over the years playing that tank than you ever will fucking selling it that one day. And that money that you got from it will be gone in an instant. Listen to this snap real quick, like that. That money is a shortcoming type. That money is a short-term investment. That tank is a long-term investment that'll earn you that silver plus millions more. It could be a tier 10. It could be. There are ways to play tier 10s. For those of you that play this game that watch me, there are ways. And this is a rant video. I want to specifically say this is a rant video. I'm over the edge on this one thing right now with some of my friends on my friends list, dude. Oh my god, I just had to block somebody because I couldn't deal with their shit anymore, dude. I swear to fucking god. But you can set up tier 10s. I'm hovering over this tank right now because this tank loses so much silver in battle, dude. This is my only tank that I've ever played that I've always lost silver in it. I've never had a positive game in it. I mean, maybe 2K if you want to call that positive, but I'm not earning anything off of that. I usually go 20 to 30 to 40K negative. So, don't sell tier 10s. I want to state that right now. Dude, you either ground it out with free XP, which is a lot of money. You've spent a lot of money to get that tank, or you ground the fuck out of that tank with your own time. Why would you want to sell something you put time and effort into? Don't play it for a while if you're angry with the tank. A buddy of mine last night, not saying any names, said that he just hasn't played one of his tanks for a week. I was like, good job, bro. Yeah, that's what you got to do. Dude, Alright, I'm going to switch to my tier 10s now. I have tier 10s in my fucking garage I haven't touched in 3 weeks because I'm like, dude, I don't like their playstyle, or dude, I'm not in the mindset right now to be sweaty. Some of these tanks you got to be super sweaty in. I haven't played this tank in 3 weeks. I haven't played this week in... I don't think I've played this week in 3 weeks either. I haven't played this week... I haven't played this tank in a month. I haven't played this tank in 2 weeks. I haven't played this tank in, I think, a month. I don't think I've played this tank in a week because this tank is super competitive. If you're not in a competitive mindset, you're not going to do good in it. And I haven't played these tanks because I've been drinking a lot, I've been smoking a lot, and I haven't been at my best. And I'm sober right now. I'm drinking a fucking Monster Energy drink. Shout out to Monster Energy. I'm not hovering over this tank because I haven't played it. I play this tank all the time. Well, rarely though. I'm trying to 2-mark it. I don't ever play this tank because I think this tank is just not my playstyle. We'll leave it at that. Type 5. I haven't touched a Type 5 in 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since I last played it. CS63. I think it's been a week and a half since I last played this tank. I played this like 2 days ago. Or yesterday. This tank, I think it's been a day since I played it. But yeah. I've got a really nasty fucking cough right now. I'm sorry, guys. I just woke up like not even like 30 minutes ago. Give me a second. But yeah, guys, you know, if you go back in my channel and you go look at my live streams on World of Tanks in the past, you'll see that I have 2 or 3 tanks max. Not only did I have this exact problem I'm talking about back when I started, I thought it was so much easier just to sell the tanks, even if they were premium tanks, to get to the next tank. And I did that for such a long time that it damaged my records on this game. And I've only recently bounced back. I used to have believe it or not, and this is not me fucking showing off, or this is just hard work. This is pure unadulterated hard work, guys. But I used to have a 41% win rate. Yeah. That win-loss right there used to be at 41%. And that's really bad, guys. In this game, that's really bad. You're a fucking noob if you have that type of win rate. I'm at 49%, and it took me a year and a half to get that. I went from 41% to 49%. I think I'm almost at the tip of fucking 50% right now, actually. But putting time into this game, even though this game has its moments for sure, is worth it. It's definitely worth it. I want to try to empathize with the people that I know or I've known in the past or I've blocked recently. Because of it, I don't hate you. I just hate that you have this mindset that you think that just because it's a bad tank or maybe you only played 5 games in it, that you should just sell it automatically. Collect the tanks, try to get all the tanks in the game, and then you'll get to the point where you have enough tanks that you could easily earn 5 to 10 million silver in a day. I can do that. I just haven't ground that hard in a long time, guys. It's been probably 6 months since I last went for 10 million silver. And I know that I can do 10 million silver because last time I checked, I have almost every tier 8 in the game. Because I don't sell tanks. Because they make you more money if you have more of them. You let them stay in your garage. You don't sell tanks. If they're non-premiums, okay. If they're a really good fucking tank you like, that's a non-premium, okay. If it's a non-premium, now I want to mention this too. If it's a non-premium that makes you money and you like playing, and then you just sell it, you're like, oh, I have one bad game. Oh, fuck this tank. You're a fucking idiot, dude. And I'm attacking you guys directly. Those of you who sell your tanks in this game, your premium tanks, mostly your premium tanks and shit. You're a fucking idiot. If you make money in that non-premium, if you make money in that premium, if you're decent, just decent, you don't have to be a pro, you don't have to be a fucking god. Keep that tank, dude, because you're earning shit in that tank. Don't use fucking premium ammo. Use regular ammo. Learn how to hit enemy weak points, and you're gonna earn a shit ton of silver. You are gonna earn a fucking god amount of silver, dude. And I'm cussing on this. I'm cussing a lot in this video because I want to show how angry I am, and I want to show how annoyed I am in words. And I know cussing's probably not the best way to go about it. So you're like, probably, maybe you're not listening to me, maybe you are. Hopefully you are, because if you're not, you're a fucking idiot. I'm hovering over my tier 9s right now because I wanted to prove a point. A year and a half ago, I didn't have any tier 9s. I had no tier 9s. I didn't have any way to bridge the gap from tier 10 to tier 8. And I had a lot of friends that just didn't want to platin with me because they always wanted to play tier 9. I have them in my garage because people like to play tier 9, but I have specifically and explicitly said that tier 9 is probably the most awkward fucking tier to play, dude. Because it's that tier right before the best tanks in the game, it's the tier before the fucking best earning tanks in the game. It's that middle tier, it's just that gray area that's really fucking weird. But I have some very decent tier 9s. I love all the tier 9s I have, and I've got a very decent record on a lot of the tanks I have. This tank right here, just for starters, I have 800. Let's just get an exact amount. So here's one of my tier 9s. Look at my record in this tank. I've got a mark of excellence on it. My hit ratio's there. My damage ratio's there. My damage per game is there. Don't worry about my victories and defeats. don't look at that. No, anyways, let's go to my STI. I think my STI was way the fuck down. Ugh. Man, don't you just hate heartburn? And I think I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna delete this video. I think I'm gonna keep this video up. So if anybody who I do know that plays World of Tanks watches this video, they're like either gonna agree with me that they've made mistakes in the past, or they're gonna not agree with me and just keep their stupid fucking mannerisms about them. Oh, this tank is so far down on the list, dude. Oh, here it is. I have 843 battles in this tank. I've only played 3 battles in this tank this year. I haven't played this tank in 2 years. But this is my most played tank. How do I not have 2 marks with 843 battles? Where did I go wrong? All right, I'm not trying to attack myself right now. I'm trying to attack people right now that are selling tanks and they shouldn't be. It's a very bad investment. So these are my tier 9s, yada yada yada. Now let's get to my tier 8s because I don't think I've ever fully showed you guys my tier 8s. So this is going to start at Americans, and I'm going to go slowly. All of these tanks I've either bought, earned, and let me emphasize earned, because when you earn a free tank, dude, you're putting barely any effort in for a free premium tank. And I'm trying to put emphasis on this because one of my buddies that I knew before I just blocked him just recently, he sold his tank after he just earned it after 5 games of playing it. I'm like, dude, you got some fucking problems, bro. You've got some fucking problems. But I could go through and tell you each tank that I got with a key card and each tank I earned, but I'm not. I'm just going to show you all the fucking tier 8s I have that I've never sold. Look at all these tier 8s, dude. Look at all of these tanks. Some of these tanks aren't great. The Huntsman's not a great tank, but it's not bad enough for me to sell. Oh, I want to mention something. I've been playing this game since its release, and I was playing Blitz since Blitz's release. I have plenty of experience with playing tanks. I know how they work. I'm a Unicum, dude. And if you don't know what that means, it means I'm very knowledgeable about this game. I know the ins and outs of a lot of these tanks and how good they are, or can be, on a World of Tanks console. Don't get me on PC, don't get me on War Thunder. Oh, fuck, I don't want to talk about War Thunder. That was crazy last night. Yeah, dude, like, look at all these tanks. Playing light tanks is not my style. It never has been. But I've got light tanks anyways. Am I going to sell them? No, dude. Why would I sell something I can earn silver in? I want to drill this into your guys' heads. If you play World of Tanks and you think about selling a premium tank, why? There's a reason why it's called a premium tank, because it gives you premium rewards. It gives you better rewards than a regular tank does. And it always will. There's only been a few instances when I've sold a tank, but they've never been a tier 8. I haven't sold a tier 8 in a year and a half. And I've just been collecting. I've been just collecting. I put a lot of money in this game, I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, when you have this many fucking tier 8s, dude, you just... There's no point in selling, because all these tier 8s combine to make me about 5 million silver a day, if I want to truly grind them out. I have to play 100 battles in each of these tanks. I'm joking. That's like, I think 100 battles a day is the max. I don't know. There's math to it, but I play like 20 battles in each of these tanks, or so forth or so on. I get about 2 million every 6 tanks I play. That's not even adding a booster. If I added a booster, it'd be like 5.5, 6 million silver. Easily. I don't grind my tanks anymore, though. That's the thing. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, back to the tank show. I've got all these tanks. I've got all of these tanks. And you know how I have all these tanks? Let's see. Don't sell your fucking tank, idiot. Even if it's a bad tank or if it's a tank you don't like, don't sell it. Have it in your garage just to have it in your garage. Simple. Or learn how to play that tank. Learn its play style. Learn how to play that tank. Earn silver in that tank. I have... Some of these tanks... I have like 10 battles in, but I already know how to play them. I learned how to play tanks very quickly. And some of these tanks I've got like 10 battles in. Not a lot of them, like maybe four of them. 3 or 4. I've got like 10 or less battles in, but I just know how to play them instantly. It's just how it goes, you know? The more you play a tank, the more you learn how it works. I don't want to reference his name, but a buddy of mine yesterday earned a tank from a tank op, and played 5 fucking games in it and sold it. He didn't give the fucking tank any chance to show its worth. He didn't try to learn how to play it. He just like, oh my god, this thing's so slow. Oh my god, this thing has no armor. Sell. And this guy that I'm talking about literally has no tanks in his garage. He's been selling everything lately. If he had a bad game in one of his tier 10s recently, and he sold it. He just bought it back. What a waste of fucking silver, dude. I would have kept that tier 10. And the tier 10 that he sold, its HE alone, if you go into battle, earns you so much fucking silver, dude. It's a stupid decision. Now, I get it. Maybe you're like, well, Skullbasher, fuck you first off. I'm like, alright. I don't take offers from strangers that I don't know. But continue. And you're like, okay. Well, I don't care about tanks. Or, I don't know. That tank's a piece of shit in my mind, and I don't think I'll overplay it. Okay. But for some of you, you put the fucking effort in to get to a tier 10 in the first place. That's on you. You should have known or asked people who have that tank what it's about, what its playstyle is about, so you could base that off of how much enjoyment you would have out of it to begin with. I have not sold a tier 10 in 4.5 fucking years, dude. It's been 4 years since I last sold a tier 10. And I'm angry, dude. Like, I'm angry about this whole subject of selling tanks in the first place. Because I hang around... I'm part of, like, 3 different groups right now. And I play with so many different people that play Roto Tanks right now. And I play with people that I don't even tell my fucking... some of my best buds about that I play with. And I'll hear them say, yeah, I'm selling this tank today, man. I just can't get used to it, man. I play, like, 10 games. And I'm like, 10 games is not enough. I want to say 100 games. I want to say 100 fucking games on the dot. And a tier 8 is enough games. Then you can decide. Then you can decide whether you want to be a dumbass and sell that tank and get a small short-term investment, or keep the tank and see if you can earn more money out of it. Because it's a premium tank, guys. Get that in your fucking mind. It's a premium tank. It's going to earn you more money than that regular version of it, or a regular tech tree tank is. I could go into battle in any of these tanks right now, and, well, I could go into battle in any of these tanks that have a variant of it that's a tech tree variant, and I can earn more money in it than I could earn in a tech tree variant easily. I'm gonna have to find one real quick. Give me a second. I think I have one that's matched up by a tech tree tank. I keep hearing shit in my living room. It's really weird. Okay. Trying to look. Give me a second. Oh, heartburn is such a... Oh. I actually don't have a tier 8 with a non-tech tree tank variant. Holy shit. Weird. You'll notice that all my tier 8s are premiums, and I don't have any filters on either. I'm not just showing premiums, I'm showing all my tier 8s. My tier 8s are premiums because tier 8, that's pretty much what you need, dude. You don't need non-premium tier 8s. Unless you're trying to grind to get to a tier 10, okay. I get that. But this rant video is going to stay up, and I hope people see it, and I hope that they get salty about it, because you know that your play style and you know that your mindset on how you sell tanks is wrong. Not saying names, but a specific someone keeps selling his Type 5 and keeps selling his, like, 2685. He's, like, sold so many of his tier 10s. Me and, like, 3 other people have been able to party with that dude, and we've fucking talked him down, dude. We've been like, yo, you're making a stupid fucking decision. You're being retarded. I don't like it. Stop it, or we're out. They didn't say they were out, but I said I'm out. I was like, dude, stop selling tanks, bro. The moment he sells his 705A, though, is the moment I blocked him. I'm joking. Is the moment I block him. I don't know. He complains about everything. This one person that sold a lot of his tier 10s, by the way. I'm still talking about him. He complains about everything in battle. He thinks everybody's hacking. He's just not that good. He's just not that good. I think he focuses more on how the enemy's shooting at him than he does on his tank's positioning. But that's a whole other video. I hate it when people sell premium tanks and tier 10s. I could let go. I could let it go on any other tank. I could let it go on fucking tech tree tanks if you want to sell those. I don't care. Tier 10s and tier 8 premiums. You sell those and there's something wrong with you. With one but. There's one but to there's something wrong with you. There's one but. There's one but. There are, like, I think 3 tanks that I've ever had that were tier 8s that I would accept you selling. Because, oh my god, dude, I don't know why they thought putting that tank in the game was a good idea. That tank, pound for pound, cannot compete at tier 8. I'm not going to mention the tanks, but I've only sold 3 tanks over the last 4 years, dude. 3 tanks. I've only sold 3 tanks. Because I deemed them as so shitty, and with my experience, I deemed them as so, this was recently too. I got rid of these recently. I think I got rid of these 8 months ago, probably. I deemed these tanks as so shitty and so against my playstyle and so weak that I deemed them that they weren't even worth fucking having in my garage. They didn't deserve to even have a fucking garage slot. That's how bad they were in my eyes. Dude, I want to mention one of these tanks, but I can't remember the name of it. Let me see. It's one of the tanks I do want to mention is this tank. Not this tank. There's another variant called the Lancin C. If you have the Lancin C in your garage, unless you're a god tier player with it and you average like, I don't know, 2-3K a game in it and you do great, the Lancin C unskinned Dragoon version with the shorter barrel, the thinner barrel, has got to be the most ungodly, shitty fucking tank I have ever played in my life. That tank, you have the pass on if you sell that tank, if you ever get it. I gave you the pass, and I will give you the pass in the future. That tank, oh my god, dude, there's no redeeming qualities about that tank that make it worth your fucking time, dude. If me as a pro player thinks it's a bad tank, you as a beginner player, you as a fucking, I don't know, just a person who plays tanks, if that's what you want to call yourself, whoever you may be. I'm not specifying anymore. You may think that you may think that the company's trying to fucking torture you, dude. That's how bad that tank is. You may think that they gave you that tank from a key card just to fuck with you, and yeah, they probably did. Unknowingly, they probably did put it in the system. I don't know. The Lancin C. Ignore the first part, or ignore Dragoon, because this is the better variant of it. The Lancin C though, the Lancin C on its own has got to be the worst fucking tier 8 medium tank I have ever played in the history of World of Tanks console edition on PS4. Ever. This thing has, like, I think 30 millimeters of armor all around. This thing has a decent firing gun that doesn't do enough damage. It has a long-ass reload, even though it's got decent fucking penetration. It's got a long reload. That's the thing that killed that tank for me, in my opinion. Okay, don't give it any armor. Got it. Give it a decent firing gun. Got it. Its camouflage net was horrible, too. Its camouflage stats, like, how far an enemy has to be before they spot you. Bro, I'd be, like, in a bush, like, camping, like, hold down, and I'd be spotted halfway across the map because the ass of my tank was barely peeking out. I'd get spotted. That's how bad its concealment is. It's bad. It's a bad tank. I wish I could. I don't think I'll ever try to buy it back. Maybe if I get like rich on this game or whatever, and I have like 50 million subs or something. I don't think I'll ever buy that tank back. But I just want to show. Oh, you guys want to see my other tiers? It's not just this. I have a lot of premium tanks, and I don't sell tanks, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. These 2 tanks are almost so shit that I'd want to sell them, but they're collectibles. They're both collectible tanks, and when I mean collectible, I really mean collectible. These are considered unique tanks in the game because look at how they're built. Look at all the stuff on them. You don't see these on a regular tank. These are tanks, though. By the way, these have real components. It's a Churchill 7 body, and it's got a Centurion turret. These are real tanks. This has got a Panther. It's got a Panther 2 hull, and a T-25 AT turret. This tank is my favorite tier 7 personally. It's got the golden barrel. It's really cool. But I don't sell turret. I don't sell tanks. I don't see the point in selling tanks. I don't care what tier it is, dude. I don't sell tanks. It's not something I do. And that's just the point of this video. I don't sell tanks. You shouldn't sell tanks either. Don't sell tanks, guys. I'm not crying, by the way. I've just got a stuffed up nose and my fucking chest is really fucking with me right now. Just don't sell tanks. This has been a rant video through and through, and I hope it gets to you. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna let you... This is the last thing, and B, this is directed towards you. You're gonna crash and burn, bro. You're gonna get to the point where you sell so many tanks that you can no longer sufficiently make money in the game, and you're gonna crash and burn hard, dude. You are gonna crash and burn. In no way am I talking shit. I'm stating the facts, because I did what you're doing now when this game first came out. Every time I got a new tank, I'd sell the previous one, not knowing I needed to make silver off the previous tank. Same thing goes with premium tanks and tier 10s. You put the time in to get those tanks, and you still sell them, dude. You're digging your own hole, dude. You're digging a deep hole that you're not going to be able to get out of. You're pretty much tossing the fucking shovel out of the hole, like in a 16-foot deep hole, and you're tossing it out of the hole, and you're like, ah, fuck me, fuck my life. And I'm not the only one that knows this and thinks this. Hank does too. B, if you ever watch my channel, or Hank, maybe you can show him this and whatnot. You're burning your own. You're burning yourself to the ground, dude. Full-hearted. I'm gonna full-hearted say that. You're burning yourself to the ground, B. We're trying to save you before you do, but it's getting short. That time frame that we're able to use to save you is shorter and shorter. It's almost non-existent. You have so few tanks in your garage right now, I'm pretty sure that I don't even think I'd ever want to touch your account. That's how few tanks you have. I'm not saying I want your account or I want to touch your account. I'm just saying the state your account's in, I don't think me as a player I would ever enjoy playing your account. And that's a bad thing. Like my alt account, I have a decent amount of premium tanks on my alt account as well. And I don't sell tanks on my alt account, even though it's free to play on my other account, right? I want to mention this again to B. You're going to dig your own hole, and you're going to eventually realize that you burned yourself. And you are the only one that burned yourself. Hank, you've talked a lot about selling tier 10s, and I hope you're still subscribed to me. Don't sell tier 10s, dude. I'm not attacking you directly, and I haven't attacked you the whole video. I want to let you know now. What is my mom doing in there? It sounds like she's slamming something repeatedly. You okay in there? You're not even listening. Hank, long-term investment of having a tier 10 is worth it. Trust me. All these tier 10s I've had for years. I've had these. My IS-4 is my first tier 10. I got this tank back in 2016. It's in my garage still, even though I never play it. If you get to the point where you're so angry at a tank because you're not doing well in it that you want to sell it, take a step back. No, not literally. All you have to fucking do is literally don't play that tank for a week. Don't play that tank for 2 weeks. Don't play that tank for 3 weeks. I haven't touched my IS-4 in a month because of how bad it is, dude. It is a bad tank. Just, Hank, take my advice and take it with heed. Don't sell your tanks, dude. You talked about selling your waffle. Dude, that's a unique tank, bro. I mean, they've got to balance it somehow, so they got to give it a really stupid fucking reload time, obviously. Just don't sell your tanks, Hank. B, back to you, dude. I'm sorry, but you've dug your own hole, and I'm not going to jump in there with you, dude. So, you figure your own shit out. And once you get old enough to figure out that you burned your own hole with how many tanks you've sold, then you come talk to me. And we'll figure this shit out. You got plenty of ways to come talk to me. Once you figure out that you have a problem, come talk to me. You got a problem with selling tanks, come talk to me. That's a natural thing. Players in this game do that. I've defriended plenty, and I've blocked plenty of people who do that. Just because once you start doing it, it's hard to stop doing it. And I realize that. It's like an addiction. But you're going to realize that that short-term investment's not going to help you in the long term. It's not like real life. Short-term investment, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be good in 10 years. No, 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 no. That money, and I know how you spend your money, whenever you sell a tank, dude, that 2, 3, 4, or 5 million silver is gone instantly. I know how you work, B. You end up going back to like 500,000 silver. You're like, oh, I don't have any silver anymore. Better sell another tank. I mean, you've said it plenty of times at parties that I've been in. You think that I'm drunk or too fucking stoned to not hear it, but I hear it all the time. Oh, I don't like this tank. Let me sell it. Oh, I don't know why I bought this tank back. Let me sell it. Dude, you're digging your own hole, and I'm not helping you anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not. And if it seems like I'm attacking you, I'm not. But if you want to think that I'm attacking you, go ahead. Because you take everything personal. I don't care anymore, dude. I'm done with your shit. Just know, you dug your own hole, B, and you're going to realize real hard, real quickly, soon enough, that all the tanks you've sold, all the premium tanks you've sold, was not really worth it in the end. Anyways, guys, for those of you that I wasn't specifying towards, and those of you that I wasn't trying to warn, you guys have a wonderful day. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to leave a subscribe and leave a like to let me know you want to see another RAM video. Comment down below if you want to see me play any games at all, and I'll see you guys next live stream. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.